absolutely love her. She's a dream machine to drive. I've had her for coming on 2 months now. Admittedly, I was away in the US for a large chunk of that, but the times I've driven her, she's been a dream. I love the 5 Series. Prior to this, I also had the 5 GT, which is a stunning vehicle, but she is gorgeous. I absolutely loved dealing with BMW Waverley. They were friendly, they weren't pushy, they actually listened to what I wanted in a vehicle. I'm getting my car paint protected tomorrow. I know I've waited 2 months to get it done, but I just haven't had time. So I am dropping my car off tomorrow to Fabian, who's going to be doing the ceramic coating. Now before that, I just want to show you some things. My car is out in the driveway. I don't have a carport, I don't have a garage, which is why I feel that it justifies paying for a high-end ceramic coating. Because in the 2 months this car's been here, I just want to show you what's actually happened to the paintwork already. Nothing has actually happened to the paintwork, but there are these weird marks. I don't know what they are. Can you see it? There are these little marks throughout the car. I don't know exactly what it is, and of course there's a little bit of bird poop. Yeah, so there are these little splotches on the car, so I know Fabian is going to buff all that out, and then he's going to coat this in ceramic paint protection. Isn't she beautiful? I think she's one of the most beautiful cars BMW has ever made. Holy moly!
Tim, I'd like you to feel the windows, and I want you to feel how slick.
Wow!
With the microfiber too.
Yeah.
Like, put some pressure on. You should feel it's just really slick.
Yeah.
So that's the added benefit of the glass coating.
Yeah.
Then with the paint, if you put onto the paint, you should feel some sort of.
There's a bit of friction, more friction.
Correct, a bit of density to it.
Yeah.
So the coating will continue to cure over the course of a week.
Right. Yeah.
So that will get slicker and slicker as it continues to cure. With maintenance,
yes,
using a pH neutral product.
A pH neutral product.
Yeah, so nothing acidic or alkalinic on the pH scale.
Right. Yeah.
Very easy to tell. It's either a quick Google or on the actual product.
Yeah.
The car washing liquid you're using.
Yeah.
There will be. It'll be explained pretty quickly whether it's pH neutral.
Right. I didn't realise that was a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a key. The reason being is that pH neutral is the best in terms of the maintenance process.
Okay.
You don't want to damage it or introduce any chemicals that may degrade the coating. Glass is coated as well. Now, your situation, car living outside.
Yeah.
It's important that everything's as easy to deal with as possible.
Yep.
Where possible. So, like I said, windscreen's got 2 coatings of the glass coating, 2 layers of the glass coating.
Yeah.
Assisting to help it last longer, but also with the better water repellency sort of attributes.
Yeah.
You dropped this car around 8 o'clock today?
Yes.
So, from me starting to work on it, it's a wash. To simplify it, it's a wash, it's a decontamination through chemicals, it's a decontamination through clay bars. So basically getting off contaminants on the surface of the paint, so that when I then bring it inside for the next step, the paint's as pure as possible. Now, once inside, like I mentioned before, with the plastic trims, your doors, all those sorts of aspects of the car, the paint obviously, I then go through a paint correction or a paint enhancement process. Correction enhancement, in my opinion, can be interchangeable.
Yeah.
Enhancement is probably used more for newer cars because there should be less imperfections with a newer car compared to used.
Yeah.
In saying that, like I've shown you and I've had in many situations, even new cars have imperfections that need to be dealt with.
Yeah.
The whole reason why we do that paint enhancement as a step is so that then once we've done that and we've wiped all the polish residue off the car and the paint's clean, you're applying a coating onto paint plastics that's as good as it's going to be, if not better than new.
Yeah.
Meaning that the result's going to be even better.
Yes.
Whereas I'm sure, and I do know of other places, whether it's through a dealer or not, that don't go to that in-depth detail, meaning you may get not as good as a finish.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
So it's wash, decontamination, polish, prepare coat. As simple as that sounds, when you're working on a car on your own and you're taking time in that paint enhancement process, it should take time.
Yeah.
So there's interior protection for the leather surfaces. The point of the leather protection is essentially to make sure we're preventing things like gene dye transfer. So I've had a few white Teslas in the past, so white leather is very prone to gene dye transfer. So the coatings help to prevent that. We also offer wheel coatings, which helps with brake dust, which is, everyone knows, is what's stops your wheels from looking their best.
Yeah.
And then, as we mentioned, glass coatings and paint coatings too.
Yep.
Worth noting as well within the industry, paint protection film, which is like a wrap essentially on the car. Definitely a much more dear in terms of the application of a wrap.
Yeah.
But it's also a good, a great source of protection.
What is that?
So it's a wrap that's applied on top of the paint.
Right.
And it's designed to assist with rock chips, like stone chips, excuse me.
So it's stronger. Is it thicker?
Absolutely. It's a thick film that's put onto the top of the paint. After the first month, I do what I call a checkup wash.
Yeah.
Essentially what's involved is customer brings the car to me, I conduct a normal wash procedure on the exterior just to make sure I'm happy with how the coating's performed, to go over any areas that I feel maybe didn't get the proper attention deserved in the detail, or maybe I may have missed it. We're all human. Not that that's happened, thankfully, but it's always good to dot your I's and cross your T's. And the customer gets a good wash out of the car as well.
Amazing. Yeah. That's awesome. Great.
Yeah, definitely an annual checkup. I think it's more than, definitely worth it. Customers go for more than that. Like I said, 6 monthly they can even do for a decontamination wash, because the coating can get clogged up. It's completely natural for environmental elements to clog up the coating, because it is that layer of protection on top of the paint. So naturally, as you're driving, Melbourne weather, we're going to get rain in summer, rain every month of the year. So naturally it's going to get clogged up essentially. So our job is to declog it and to make sure that the coating lasts a prescribed amount of time.
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you very much. It has come out. I mean, how good does my freaking car look? Like, I now feel safer knowing that there's another layer of protection on the car. That ceramic coating is going to protect my car as long as I do the right thing. You've heard from Fabian all the things that needs to be done to ensure that we maintain the integrity of the Duco, of the paint on our cars. We spent so much money on buying our cars. If you are in need of ceramic coating for your cars, be sure to drop Fabian a line, because you won't regret it. It's going to be the best decision you'll make to protect your second most expensive asset in your portfolio.